It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. The Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Not much there, only a yard.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Second and 14. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Try to lay, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 78 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
7-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
He's brought down at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Check. 19 tight. 19 tight. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Shit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return will stop right around the 25.
At the 25.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The score, Raiders.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Tanner Muse with it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
First down, Las Vegas.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
And sack. Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. There you are. Not today. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Right here, guys.
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The Jets' 25-yard line.
Jacobs now. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for...
And the Raiders have got him. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
At the 21-yard line.
Let's get it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. The 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that move. And back 5. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He was brought down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball come.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a dump off here complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Number 25. It's a gain of 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hickman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run on first down. Roberson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's taken down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
That's good.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss.
And 11.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing.
It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
It's a gain of 60 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
The tackle made by K'Lavon Chaisson.
1-yard gain. Brings up
2nd and 9 now. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
2nd down.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. With Quincy Wilson with the INT. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
Complete to Henry.
He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Raider 1st down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Score Raiders 49, Jets 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.